What if the Toronto Maple Leafs never traded Phil Kessel? Originally in the 2015 offseason, the Maple Leafs traded Phil Kessel to the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins went on to win back-to-back Stanley Cups, while the Maple Leafs ended up winning Austin Matthews. What if the Toronto Maple Leafs never traded Phil Kessel? How much would the league have changed? With Phil Kessel no longer on the market, the Penguins have to target another winger. They go after Jordan Eberle. The Pittsburgh Penguins acquired Jordan Eberle from the Edmonton Oilers for Brandon Sutter, Brian Rust, and a second-round pick in 2016. If the Pittsburgh Penguins reach the semifinals, the second-round pick becomes a first-round pick. The Maple Leafs also trade Dion Phaneuf to the Philadelphia Flyers for Andrew McDonald, Nick Cousins, and a second-round pick in 2015. Then the Maple Leafs trade Jake Gardiner, Tyler Bozak, and a first-round pick in 2016 to the Columbus Blue Jackets for Ryan Johansson and Jack Johnson. At the 2015 draft, the Arizona Coyotes trade pick 3 to the Columbus Blue Jackets for pick 8, 38, and a first-round pick in 2016. The Columbus Blue Jackets draft Dylan Strome in the 2015 draft. The Arizona Coyotes draft Zach Werenski and Mackenzie Blackwood in the 2015 draft. The New Jersey Devils draft Daniel Sprong in the 2015 draft. The Vancouver Canucks trade Nick Bonino and Kevin Bieksa to the New Jersey Devils for John Morrell and a second-round pick in 2016. With these major changes, there are surely going to be major changes in standings after the 2015-16 season. The Vancouver Canucks end up with the worst record in the NHL and get the #1 pick in the draft. The Buffalo Sabres have the 6th worst record in the league, but they win the draft lottery and move up to the 2nd spot in the draft. Changes in the 2016 draft: the Arizona Coyotes end up with a 3rd pick in the draft. The Columbus Blue Jackets end up with a 5th pick in the draft. The New Jersey Devils end up with a 7th pick in the draft. The Winnipeg Jets end up with an 8th pick in the draft. The Detroit Red Wings end up with the 11th pick in the draft. The Pittsburgh Penguins end up losing in the semifinals to the Washington Capitals and end up with the 26th pick in the draft. This means the Stanley Cup Finals is now between the San Jose Sharks and the Washington Capitals. The Capitals end up winning the series in 6 games. Because of the changes in draft position, Detroit and Arizona no longer make their draft day trade. At the 2016 draft, the Detroit Red Wings trade pick 11 to the Carolina Hurricanes for pick 13 and 43. The Detroit Red Wings draft Jake Bean and Carter Hart in the 2016 draft. The Arizona Coyotes draft Clayton Keller, Oli Julevi, and Dennis Chalowski in the 2016 draft. Columbus Blue Jackets draft Jacob Chichurin and Jordan Kyrou in the 2016 draft. Changes in the 2016 draft: the Vancouver Canucks get Austin Matthews, the Buffalo Sabres get Patrick Laine, the New Jersey Devils get Pierre-Luc Dubois, the Winnipeg Jets get Alex Nylander, the Carolina Hurricanes get Logan Brown, the Ottawa Senators get Mike McLeod, the Philadelphia Flyers get Taylor Radish, and the Tampa Bay Lightning get Joey Anderson. The Edmonton Oilers trade Taylor Hall and Jordan Oesterle to the Toronto Maple Leafs for JVR, Connor Brown, and a first-round pick in 2017. If the Maple Leafs make it to the second round of the playoffs, the Oilers get an additional first-round pick in 2019. The Edmonton Oilers acquire P.K. Subban from the Montreal Canadiens for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Darnell Nurse, and a second-round pick in 2020. If Subban gets more than 50 points, the second-round pick becomes a first-round pick. The Edmonton Oilers don't sign Milan Lucic, he signs with the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres don't sign Kyle Oposo, he re-signs with the New York Islanders. The Nashville Predators trade Shea Weber to the Columbus Blue Jackets for William Karlsson, Josh Anderson, a first-round pick in 2017, and a second-round pick in 2018. If the Blue Jackets make the playoffs, the second-round pick becomes a first-round pick. The Pittsburgh Penguins trade Carl Hagelin and a third-round pick in 2017 to the Chicago Blackhawks for Andrew Shaw and TVR. Seth Jones stays a member of the Nashville Predators. There are going to be some major changes after the 2016-17 season. The Vegas Golden Knights have to choose a different player from the Columbus Blue Jackets since William Karlsson is now a member of the Nashville Predators. From the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Vegas Golden Knights select Sam Gagner. Changes in the 2017 draft: the Detroit Red Wings have the 5th pick in the draft. The Carolina Hurricanes have the 8th pick in the draft. The Winnipeg Jets have the 9th pick in the draft. The Calgary Flames have the 12th pick in the draft. And the Columbus Blue Jackets have the 13th pick in the draft. With Austin Matthews now on the team, the Canucks have a better record. They make the playoffs and end up with the 16th pick in the draft. The addition of Patrick Laine pays dividends for the Sabres, as they end up with the 17th pick in the draft. At the 2017 draft, a major trade is made. The Philadelphia Flyers trade pick 2 to the Detroit Red Wings for pick 5, 35, a first-round pick in 2018, and a second-round pick in 2018. The Edmonton Oilers trade Oscar Klefbom, Juha Karo, and a first-round pick in 2017 to the Chicago Blackhawks for Artemi Panarin. If the Oilers make it to the playoffs, the Blackhawks get an additional first-round pick in 2018. The Philadelphia Flyers select Elias Pettersson, Jesper Boquist, and Maxim Comtis in the 2017 draft. Changes in the 2017 draft: the Detroit Red Wings get Nolan Patrick, the Carolina Hurricanes get Casey Mitchell-Stahl, the Winnipeg Jets get Michael Rasmussen, the Calgary Flames get Nick Suzuki, Columbus Blue Jackets get Martin Necas, the Vancouver Canucks get UC Valimaki, Buffalo Sabres get Timothy Liljegren, Chicago Blackhawks get Kailer Yamamoto. Artemi Panarin is re-signed by the Edmonton Oilers. Montreal Canadiens don't sign Carl Alsner, he signs with the New Jersey Devils. A 3-team trade is made between the Colorado Avalanche, Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Vancouver Canucks. The Columbus Blue Jackets get Matt Duchene and Derek Pouliot. The Colorado Avalanche get Ben Hutton, Sonny Milano, Marcus Nutavara, Jake Virtanen, and a first-round pick in in 2018, as well as a second round pick in 2018. The Vancouver Canucks get Cam Atkinson, Colin Wilson, and Patrick Nemeth. The Buffalo Sabres keep Evander Kane for now. With the major changes around the league, there will surely be some changes in standings after the 2017-18 season. The Columbus Blue Jackets end up with the worst record in the league. They have the first pick in the draft. Changes in the 2018 draft. The New York Rangers end up with the 6th pick in the draft. The New Jersey Devils end up with the 7th pick in the draft. The Florida Panthers have the 9th pick in the draft. The Detroit Red Wings have the 10th pick in the draft. The Philadelphia Flyers have the 11th pick in the draft. The Colorado Avalanche have the 15th pick in the draft. And the Vancouver Canucks have the 16th pick in the draft. The Buffalo Sabres are no longer the worst team in the league. They make the playoffs and end up with the 17th pick in the draft. The LA Kings get the 18th pick in the draft. The Winnipeg Jets have the 19th pick in the draft. The San Jose Sharks have the 20th pick in the draft. And the Edmonton Oilers have the 21st pick in the draft. The Nashville Predators end up winning the Western Conference, but they lose to the Washington Capitals in 6 games. Changes in the 2018 draft. The Columbus Blue Jackets get Rasmus Dahlin. New York Rangers get Filip Zadina. New Jersey Devils get Quentin Hughes. New York Islanders get Vitaly Kravtsov. Detroit Red Wings get Evan Bouchard. And the Philadelphia Flyers get Oliver Wahlstrom. The Colorado Avalanche get Grigory Denisenko. Vancouver Canucks get Ty Smith. Buffalo Sabres get Martin Kaut. LA Kings get Liam Boundy. Winnipeg Jets get Rasmus Kupari. San Jose Sharks get Jay O'Brien. Chicago Blackhawks get Ryan Merkley. A 3-team trade is made between the Ottawa Senators, Buffalo Sabres, and the Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights get Erik Karlsson and Jordan Nolan. The Buffalo Sabres get Nate Schmidt, Mike Hoffman, Zach Smith, and a second round pick in 2019. Ottawa Senators get Evander Kane, Martin Necas, Thomas Nosek, and a first round pick in 2019. Ottawa also gets a conditional first round pick in 2021 if Erik Karlsson re-signs with Vegas. Then the Ottawa Senators trade Evander Kane to the LA Kings for Tanner Pearson, Derek Forbort, and a first round pick in 2020. The Montreal Canadiens trade Max Pacioretty and David Schlepko to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Derek Brassard, Connor Sherry, and a second round pick in 2020. Tampa Bay Lightning trade Tyler Johnson to the New York Islanders for a first round pick in 2020. Toronto Maple Leafs trade William Nylander and a first round pick in 2020 to the Winnipeg Jets for Jacob Trouba and Jack Roslovic. Toronto Maple Leafs buy out Andrew McDonald's contract. He signs with the Montreal Canadiens. Toronto Maple Leafs trade Patrick Marleau and a first round pick in 2019 to the Arizona Coyotes for Alex Goligoski. Carolina Hurricanes trade Noah Hannafin and Elias Lindholm to the Detroit Red Wings for Gustav Nyquist, Danny DeKeyser, and a second round pick in 2020. If Detroit makes the playoffs, the second round pick becomes the first round pick. A 3-team trade is made between the Dallas Stars, Calgary Flames, and the Carolina Hurricanes. The Dallas Stars get Dougie Hamilton and Victor Rask. Calgary Flames get Devin Shore, Brett Pesce, and a first round pick in 2020. Carolina Hurricanes get Martin Hansel, Michael Furlan, and a second round pick in 2020. The Vegas Golden Knights re-sign Erik Karlsson. Evander Kane is re-signed by the LA Kings. The Buffalo Sabres keep Ryan O'Reilly. There are 6 teams that are most affected by the Toronto Maple Leafs not trading Phil Kessel. Those teams are the Toronto Maple Leafs, Pittsburgh Penguins, Buffalo Sabres, Edmonton Oilers, Vancouver Canucks, and the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Pittsburgh Penguins now have a core of Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Max Pacioretty, Jordan Eberle, Chris Letang, and Matt Murray. The Buffalo Sabres now have a core of Jack Eichel, Ryan O'Reilly, Patrick Laine, Jeff Skinner, Rasmus Ristolainen, Mike Hoffman, and Nate Schmidt. Edmonton Oilers now have a core of Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Artemi Panarin, and PK Subban. Vancouver Canucks now have a core of Auston Matthews, Bo Horvat, Brock Besser, Cam Atkinson, and Alex Edler. The Columbus Blue Jackets are the biggest losers. They lost 3 of their best players and are now one of the worst teams in the league. 2018-19 Toronto Maple Leafs. The first line is Z.Hyman, John Tavares, and Mitch Marner. The second line is Taylor Hall, Ryan Johansson, and Jack Roslovic. The third line is Andreas Johnsson, Nazem Kadri, and Phil Kessel. The fourth line is P.Lindholm, Frederick Gauthier, and Tyler Ennis. The first D pair is Morgan Rielly and Jacob Trouba. Second D pair is Alex Goligoski and Nikita Zaitsev. Third D pair is R.Hainsey-T and Travis Dermott. Goalies are Frederik Andersen and Garrett Sparks. If the Leafs didn't trade Phil Kessel, the whole landscape of the NHL would be very different now. Next, what if NHL players play for their hometown team?